should be like you, Mel.
Ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search TalkSport Fan Network.
Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, Cherries fans. No VAR needed this morning. Welcome back to Cherry AM on this gloomy Thursday. Good morning, Malcolm. How are you?
Good morning, Ollie. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Yeah, all good, thanks. Got my coffee. Yep.
Good.
Ready to go. No VAR.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Excellent. No, but we don't do that here, do we, Malcolm? It's a specific other host that tends to be late every now and then, but...
We'll say no more.
Say no more. Yes. Hello to everyone in the chat already. Darren Hurst, first in best dressed pre-match analysis. Yeah. What can I say? I am still wearing the away shirts, you'll notice, because until the away kit gets dropped, this is going to get worn every morning for the podcast. So I'm hoping it gets today or tomorrow. Last night's football, Darren, Spain beat Germany in extra time. So Lionesses will play Spain on Sunday in the final. Indeed. Yeah, Malcolm, you said it was quite a good game, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, Spain were my tip from the word go to win it. The title, I mean. Absolutely amazing team. You know, when they click, they're awesome to watch. I mean, they had over 70% possession yesterday, and goodness knows how many shots. They only came down to one at the end of the day. Brilliant bit of magic from, her.
That one.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Bonamata is it? I think she was actually in the hospital not that long ago. So to go from a hospital bed, onto the playing field, but then they're absolutely magic. They're magic to watch. It's going to be a toughie.
I was going to say, does that lead to a bit of concern for Sunday?
Concern not, because I'm pleased that England got to the final as a Brit, obviously. But I look at it over 90 minutes, two teams. So yeah, obviously my heart would love England to win it. But I think maybe Spain might just have that bit too much. But England going to have to be on point all the way across the board to get anything out of it. But super excited about it. It's been a brilliant occasion, and Switzerland have put on a really good show over there. So yeah, great for the ladies' game. And may it long continue. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And just for everyone watching, that is 5 p.m. UK time on Sunday afternoon. That is the Lionesses in the final against Spain. Moving on in the comments, Malcolm says, "Morning, Darren. Should be an interesting watch." Malcolm's here now, thank goodness. You're in the chat early this morning, Malcolm.
Well,
just in case VAR comes in, yeah. Dan Short, morning, Dan. Hoping you're well, mate. Rumour has it that we shall be punctual this morning. Yeah, good rumour. Not sure where you're getting your speculation, but it's accurate. Dan Dan Short, 6 minutes added time, 9. Not this morning, Dan. You're lucky we've kicked up at the right time. Darren, Malcolm, I agree. It'll be an awesome game. I cannot wait to get up at 3:45 a.m. to watch it. Yeah, fair play, Darren. That's going to be a toughie for
awesome
you
to do that.
Paul from Oz, wishing you all a good morning.
Morning,
good afternoon, Paul. Yeah, 5 p.m. isn't it? Yeah. Morning, Matt. No two-game bans today. No, you're all right, mate. We're here. We're punctual. We're on time.
Not a chance.
No. Dan says, hi, Ollie and Malcolm. Hi, Dan. Hoping you're all right, mate.
Hi, Dan, yeah.
And again, great show last night. Yeah, it was indeed. Chris Hubble, good morning, Ollie and Malcolm. Good morning, Chris. Hoping you're well, mate. Bright and I shouldn't say bright and early. It's probably dark and early, isn't it? About 2 a.m. Badger and Bournemouth fan. But yeah, good morning. Thanks for joining again.
Yeah.
Dan Short, dead on time, better than Craig yesterday. Your words, Dan, not mine.
Exactly.
Paul Sant on time today, lol. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I hope everyone continues to remind Craig of this when he's back after his two-game ban, and we'll just make sure that he's not late on Monday morning. But who knows? B23, Daniel 23. Good morning, Daniel. Yeah, noticed you in the show yesterday. Welcome back, mate.
Good morning, Daniel.
Nick Gillings, morning, people. Up the Cherries North Apartments. Up the Cherries, Nick. Good morning, mate.
Super. Morning, Nick.
Sounds like you're in a similar position to Malcolm. Yeah, just warming up my coffee too. Badger and Bournemouth, 2 days until the game in New Jersey. Absolutely. Yeah, that is on Saturday night, 9 p.m. UK time, I believe. So that's 3:30 for you guys, I think. But yeah, very excited for football to be back on my TV at the weekends for sure. Sean. Hi there. Hi, Sean.
Morning, Sean.
Good morning. Chris Hubble, come on the Lionesses, win against Spain in the Euros final on Sunday. What do you reckon, Chris? Do you reckon? Give me a score result. Give me a prediction of what you think is going to happen in this chat today, and I'll make sure that we discuss it. I'll come back to your thoughts on that prediction in a moment, Malcolm. Darren, didn't Kelly have meningitis and only got out of hospital last week, Malcolm?
It wasn't Kelly, it was the Spanish player.
Spanish player. Oh, the one that scored?
Yeah.
Matt, live watch along with Craig and Matt, Everton versus AFC Bournemouth Premier League Summer Series, 8:45 p.m. live. Nice. Is that tonight, is it, Matt? I believe so. Guys, go and watch that live. That'll be a fantastic watch. I will also be tuning in live to that. Sean, a fun question. Presuming Eva and Cliver was on the pitch for the first penalty, who would you want to take it and who do you think will win? And who do you think will? Good question.
This is coming off the back of the show last night, isn't it?
I'd imagine so, yeah.
Clivert.
I'm also going to go Cliver. Yeah, I'm also going to go Cliver.
Why take him out?
Yeah, no, I agree. And Matt clearly agrees in the comments as well. Cliver all day for penalties.
Yeah.
Nick Gillings, I think England will win. I assume that means here England will save their best for last and beat Spain 3-1. Big shout, Nick. That.
Nice.
Big
By
shout.
the way, it's Bonmati scored.
Bonmati.
Yeah.
That's the Spanish player that scored last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was also in hospital, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Just going back to Matt's comment. So the 8:45 live is Saturday evening. So it'll be the watch along. Sorry, I misread that. So it'll be a live watch along on Saturday evening. 15 minutes the show will start before 9 p.m. kickoff for the Bournemouth Everton game. Thanks for confirming, Matt. Appreciate that. Coming down to Dan Short's predictions. Clivert to take penalties. England 2-1 winners. Some good optimism here from the chat. I
think you got to believe it, haven't you?
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. You almost manifest it, right? Sean, Everton versus Bournemouth, 9 p.m. Saturday. I thought, yeah, bang on, Sean. Yeah, you're spot on. You're more up to date with the schedule than I am by the looks of things. So fair play to you. But yes, do keep your eye out for that. That'll be a live watch along, 8:45 Saturday night, ready for the Everton versus Bournemouth game for the summer series. Do tune into that. So let's crack on with the show, Malcolm. You brought me an interesting bit of info that I thought we'd just quickly start off with, and that's a new signing for the AFCB women, and I believe she's an Irish international. I can see you're just trying to pull her information up again now, aren't you?
Yeah, that's fine. I've got it here. Yeah, Jessica Hennessy. Defender.
Hennessy, yeah.
Bought from Notts Forest.
Nice.
So 23-year-old. Yeah, solid defender. Got promoted with the Notts Forest Northern Premier League. So it's the same level as what the Cherries ladies are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just another one in the bag. Is that number 4 now that they've brought in?
It is indeed, yeah. And I think last week we did the new Welsh international, didn't we?
Yes, yeah.
Young lady, yeah. So that's now 2 very good signings by the looks of things, and continues to follow the development and vision of the men's squad, which is awesome to see. Yeah, really awesome to see.
Obviously, they're going to have to fight for places, aren't they?
Yeah, but that's the kind of dynamic you want in a team, right? That's how you get the best out of your players. Yeah. And just remind me, you're going to the AFC Women's versus Portsmouth game next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Chris Hubble, let's hope that AFCB win against Everton. Fingers crossed, Chris. Fingers crossed. And any relation to the former goalkeeper Wayne Hennessy? It's a good question.
Not sure. You'll have to do a bit of Googling there, Dan.
I'll find out for you now, Dan. No, it doesn't look like. Just to confirm for you. Cool. Okay, so look, guys, I think at the start of the week, was it Monday or Tuesday, Malcolm, when we did our other show? Tuesday, I believe.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, and we had some questions from the chat about possible up-and-coming players, transfers in and out, and it's all been a bit quiet on the transfer and recruitment side. So we thought that what we'd do is after, given a couple of months ago, we had that awesome insight into the academy and the developments and the youth squads with the pathway. We've also seen a couple of players really stand out in the first team squad this last season. And we just thought we'd give a bit of a rundown on some of those players and where they're at the moment, and if there's possibility for them to be coming into the first team this season.
Yeah.
I'll get started, Mark, if you don't mind.
You carry on. Yeah.
Amazing.
I'll enjoy my coffee.
Yeah, good. So look, players moving up and have signed a new contract with the club. So with the development squads, that's past under 18s, development squad moving into first team. And we've got 4 players who have signed contracts there. And that is, and you'll know some of these names, Remy Rees-Dottin, who did make an appearance for the first team last season.
Yep.
He has made his Premier League debut last season, signed a new contract with the club. Looking like he should be in the main squad by the second half of this season, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Couple of other names that have also signed contracts: Carlos Gregory, Archie Harris, and Charlie Stevens. So that's 4 players that have come through the ranks in the Bournemouth Academy, went through the under 16s, went through the under 18s, made first team appearances at some point last season, and have now signed new contracts with the development squad to go into the first team. That's 4 players, which I'm gonna reiterate that again. 4, everyone. So while we have these real big concerns that we're gonna have lack of depth in the squad and we're maybe not focusing on recruitment heavily, that's 4 new contract signed players. That's a real good bit of depth to fill in. There might be slightly unknowns, as we know, but if we're signing contracts with them and we're not letting them go to other clubs, that must mean that they're falling in line with how Iriola wants to play and how the first team wants them to develop. So it's got to be only good news. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you watched the pathway as well, didn't you? So you noticed these guys.
Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was, I think, from 1 to, was there 5 of them, wasn't there? And everyone, the production was brilliant, but the insight, superb from all concerned.
Yeah,
really, really good. And of course, we're looking to go Cat 1, aren't we?
Yes, we are indeed. Yeah. So again, I'm not sure if I did do a show on this, but I'll reiterate the rules again. So we are currently Cat 2. We've applied for our Cat 1. For anyone that doesn't know in the chat, our application for Cat 1 is the process of it will contain a week-long audit in September. They'll give the club a bit of, I think it's 10 days notice to make sure that everything's in order. But this week-long audit will essentially confirm or deny whether at the end of this season we'll be able to be a Category 1 academy. And we won't know until the end of the season.
Well, they won't tell you, will they?
No, exactly. So it's a bit hit and miss at the minute, but I know that the guys at the academy and especially Frano and Pinto really want Cat 1 status. Especially, I rewatched some of the pathway last night, and when we're up against the Canaries, Norwich, who have had a Cat 1 academy for a little while and are bringing out some fantastic players. They beat us twice. They beat our under-18s and our under-16s in that documentary. So clearly, what's fascinating is again to see not a Premier League team with a top-class academy that is still performing at top class. And it's just exciting to know that if Norwich had maybe the hierarchical leadership that Bournemouth have got right now, then they'd be making the most of this Cat 1 academy. But clearly they don't, or they don't have the funding, and they're not in a position that Bournemouth are in at the minute. So just overly exciting to see what this season brings, not only from results but from a Cat 1 standpoint as well. Just going to jump into the chats quickly. Darren Hurst, 3-1 to Cherries against Everton. Like that? Yeah. I think that's the result I went for.
We did.
Yeah. 3-1. David DaCosta, good morning, Ollie and Malcolm. Hi from my cruise sailing around Japan. 33 degrees in the sun. Wow. David, if there's anything that I've ever wanted to do, it's go to Japan and go on a cruise. And you've ticked off both of them in one holiday, mate. So I bet that's fantastic. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Really cool. Really cool. If you're able to get maybe you've got an AFCB shirt with you or an AFCB hat or something you can take a picture of while on the cruise, please do. Send it through to us. It'd be amazing. Dan Short, is Daniel Adu-Adjei with the club still? Yes, he is indeed. I did have some information on him. Yes, so he has signed another new contract. So he's currently progressing through the development squad at the moment. But he's probably not going to make an appearance into the first team this season, by the looks of things. However, still with the club, still progressing.
You never know.
Yeah, exactly. You never know, right? We don't know what could happen.
He would be my tip for the next one to break through, to be honest with you.
Would he? Big shout. Yeah. Love that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's not easy for a striker to do that, to be honest with you. But so much potential in there. Yeah. Wish him luck.
Yeah, absolutely. Darren Hurst, Pathway is a great watch. Recommend it. Yeah, fantastic. I know that Malcolm loves it. I rewatched it in full length last night, one after the other, and it was good. Yeah, it was really good. It was nice to not have the 2-day gap in between some of the episodes. So
yeah.
Paul from Oz. Hi, Dave. Good to see you got on here, mate. Nice little bit of community chat there. Badger and Bournemouth fan. Can English Premier League teams bring up a developmental player to the first team at any time? Yes, so they have to have come out of the under 18. So the way that and I imagine every other development academy progression into first team works, we have an under 16s. Once they pass that under 16s, they go into our under 18s. Once they get past our under 18s, they have to be sign the contract into our development squad, ready for the first team. So as soon as they're in that development squad, past the under 18s, they will still play for the under 18s officially. But once they're in that development squad, they have the chance to be picked as and when into the first team. So we now have 5 players at the ready in that development squad that have signed contracts ready to be in the first team. So, yeah, they can be picked at any time, Badger, essentially, in answer to your question. Sean, got a stat. If I'm right, we have the joint most wins against Man United at Old Trafford in the league in a row.
Well, that's all very interesting.
I mean, I'm just thinking about it. That could be right. Yeah, I think that could be accurate. But I'd have to look into it, Sean. I'd have to look into it before I say accurately whether it is or not. Can I name the others, if you like? Yeah, throw them in, Sean. Yeah, get them across. Whatever you want to do. That stat is an interesting stat, but we're not here to talk about United this morning. We had a bit on that yesterday. Right, coming back to some of these development players, Malcolm, and I just want to discuss the under 18s and under 16s now that it's been brought up by Badger too, because it's super easy for. So for our development squad and our academy, again, I'm not sure how many people know this, but we don't have to wait until a transfer season or until the middle break of the season or the league to sign contracts, to pick development players out, to progress under 16s or under 18s. That's a whole separate entity. So they can essentially be doing that at any time they want. Now, what's interesting about that is we've got, again, you'll know these names if you've watched The Pathway. Tom Stuckley, the goalkeeper from the under 16s. He's now no longer under 16s. He's signed a contract to under 18s.
Brilliant.
And I think, if I'm right in thinking, Junior Stanislas' words, not mine, it looks like he's going to be the goalkeeper that they're aiming to build into our first team squad in the next 5 years. It looks like they're trying to make him our homegrown first team goalkeeper so that we don't continue to have these issues, right? Because let's be honest, goalkeepers have always been a bit of a pain for us in the past, right? And I know that you've mentioned before, Malcolm, I think we discussed this last time when we spoke about The Pathway, having a captain come from our development or our academy and be in our first team, captaining in our team. I think that's the goal for the academy. Would you say that's accurate?
That is the aim. I think Frano actually said it, didn't he? That in 5 years they want a player to be captain of the first team. I mean, it's a big ask, but you know that's your target. So,
yeah, I mean, why else would you be putting so much money into a Category 1 academy, right? It has to be to build the first team. It has to be. Yeah. So I think, it's again just what's amazing is it's a whole separate entity to the first team games that I'm looking forward to watching. That I'm also very excited about. Separate to the women's football, separate to everything else going on with the stadium. Like there's so many little aspects here that you can be entirely involved in, or just step back and watch it all unfold this season. And
that is why I'm so excited, Ollie. It's obviously the first team, because we're itching to go and want to see them perform again, but the same with the ladies. Love to see how they get on, and keeping an eye on the development squad at the same time, because it's the big picture, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Yeah.
So just to finish on the academy players, there is 2 more who are very close to progressing from the under 18s. I think this is going to happen in the next 2 weeks, and that's Malachi Ogonle. Again, decent midfielder. Looks like he's going to get his contract into the development squad, which is fantastic news for him, which takes us up to 6 in the development squad. And then finally, a number 7 is Will Upstell, who is a local Dorchester boy, which, again, fantastic. Real awesome stuff. The fact that because it never used to be that way. And again, if you've watched the pathway, you'll understand that our development pitches and our training facilities, even just 10 years ago, were non-existent almost. So, I just think it's really awesome that we're now the club to pick in the region. We're now the place to go to for Dorset. And helping the lower league squads, right? So we've loaned out some of our guys. Tommy Whitehead and Sonny Parks have joined Christchurch on loan, which is awesome. We've got Josh Salmon joined Horndean on loan, another local team. Mac Allen joined Bashley, which is a New Forest club. And then we've got Danny Dixon, who's gone to New Milton Town. So the fact that we're, again, pushing our lads out, helping the local teams out in Saturday and Sunday Football League, giving them the experience that they need in game time. I've got so much time and respect for it, what they're doing at the moment. And it seems like they've got it so fluid and they've really nailed this process. Which I'm just impressed with. I'm impressed with the change of the club in the last few years. I really am.
You can't be disappointed, can you? To be honest with you.
No, absolutely not. Malcolm, please do me a favour. Let me know if I've missed out anyone there. I know that I wanted to bring up Ben Winterburn, but
there was a good that you mentioned it, Ben Winterburn. You mentioned Reece Dottin. There was one other. Just trying to scroll through. Good grief! Now, why is he not on here?
Zane Silcott Dewberry.
That's him.
Yeah,
that's him. So why can't I see him on my list here?
I think he's been snapped up.
We'll have to do a bit of research on that then.
Yeah, I'll have to find out because I couldn't see any info on him either, which makes me think he might have been picked out. Which, again, good or bad news, right? Has he been picked out because he's a very good player at his age? Has he been picked out and let go because he's not good enough for Bournemouth? There's two ways to look at it, so we'll have to do a bit more digging, won't we?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, things will change obviously over the coming weeks. So when the season really gets going, then you know exactly who you got in place and who to work with.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think a lot of other clubs will also be sort of looking, how can we improve development? Because without a development squad, you're not going to progress, are you?
No. And do you think this is now the way? Do you think people and clubs are now going to be having a heavier focus on this because they've seen certain success? You know, Norwich, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, exactly. These not bigger teams or not top half Premier League table teams. Are other clubs going to now be following in the footsteps? Are you going to see the Ipswiches and the Leeds and the Lutons? And, you know, are these all going to try and push up for their academies?
Who knows?
How's the way of the world going with football, you know?
It's a really weird thing because, I mean, I can sort of go back, being over here for so long that I have, watching so much German football and getting not just information, but learning about it and the setup and everything. And the Germans back in Jogi Löw's time as a trainer of the national team, they had an absolutely brilliant academy, in Germany.
Yeah.
And it was the way forward, and that's why they were so successful. And then suddenly it just stopped for whatever reason. And obviously it's going to catch up with you. If you don't have that on board, it'll catch up with you, and then that's why the national team weren't quite as successful. They'll always be good. Don't get me wrong.
There's almost like a gap, like a lull in skill.
Yeah. So and suddenly, the interest is back in again. But it's here. It's money, isn't it? It costs money to have a development squad.
Always money.
there was a sum banded about. I don't know. Was it 1.2 million?
What, to get up to Cat 1?
I think it was something similar. Yeah, to do with that.
It's something like that. Yeah, something like that.
So it is a big investment. It is a big investment, and good luck. Good luck. I think you know, a lot of clubs will be back on board. You know, to improve their development squads.
Yeah.
I mean, the interest in football is amazing. You know, for any youngster, you know,
Yeah.
give them a football. It doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl. You know, give them a football. They all want to do it. So,
yeah,
wait and see. Wait and see.
Yeah, I've got my nephew. Funnily enough, is 16, and I'm pretty sure he plays in the Peterborough Academy at the minute.
Right.
And again, they go on European games and all sorts. They're having week-long trips to Holland and Belgium and all sorts to play little academy tournaments. So, and that's Peterborough. Yeah, and Peterborough can't have I think they're a Cat 3 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's clear that it's continuing to be the thing, isn't it? And youth football.
Our youngsters are away for a week.
Say that again.
Our youngsters are out for a week abroad.
Yeah. I like all of that. I like it all. Dan Short, is there a link for the pathways? Yes, I'll make sure that I post it in here before the chat is done, before the podcast is done this morning, Dan. Sean, there's 5 including us, so yeah, that is for the stats. Joint most wins against Man United at Old Trafford in a league in a row. So that's Bournemouth, Arsenal, Brighton, Man City and Liverpool. Thanks, Sean, appreciate that. Badger, thanks for the information. I'm still learning the ins and outs. All good. Yeah, there's constantly things that we're having to go away and research, mate, and ask questions and look up ourselves. So, especially when it comes to business in sports, you know, and revenue and finances and hierarchical senior leadership teams, and it's crazy. It goes way beyond football and just 11 players or 22 players on a pitch, which I think is the bit that I love most about it, is the whole background that gets those players to that game, you know. Paul from Oz, Malcolm, I think if Adu Ajay keeps scoring goals, he won't be ignored. That's his key to progression. That's how Rooney, etc., got noticed.
Yeah, totally agree with you. It's up to the club to, you know, do the right thing. Obviously, you can't hold a youngster back. You know, if he's firing on all cylinders continuously, certainly going on from last season, if he produces again this coming season, you know, he's going to be flagged up the top there somewhere, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But once again, it's an investment, and they can go for good money.
Yeah. Do we feel the same about Krupi at the moment, Malcolm?
I just want to see him play, mate. I mean, it's
not necessarily the standout player of the season yet, but there's potential.
Yeah.
I
want to see how he goes up against, you know, Premier League opposition.
Yeah,
and that's the exciting thing. Will he get the minutes? Who knows? So perhaps he can show something on these summer series.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think we'll see a lot of new players on the pitch, a lot of new strategy, a lot of new formation, trying to input these younger players. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be an exciting couple of games, I think. Maybe not for Everton, West Ham, and Man U fans, but definitely for us. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. It's a good chance for them to show what they can do.
Yeah. Sean, Arsenal missed a chance last season to break that record, so it can be another record in the Prem for us. Yeah, agreed, Sean. Paul, that's why Ben White did not sign for Bournemouth Youth, I expect. Possibly, yeah. I mean, a number of years ago when Ben White was youth, if we wouldn't have our youth academy or the youth squad or youth pitches, facilities, they weren't there. So I can understand. From Chelsea. Yeah, thanks, Paul. Can someone confirm if it's just one team that gets promoted in the new women's league, like the last league, as I can't find the info. I believe so. I believe that the table splits into top 4 and bottom 4 at the end of the season. Is this right? And then the top 4 player out and the bottom 4 player out.
I have no clue. To be honest, I haven't looked that far ahead. So
what I'll do is for Monday or Tuesday's episode next week, I'll give a rundown of the league and the rules for the women's, because it's something that I am interested in.
Good man.
Yeah, I like all that stuff. That's good. And Paul Silcott's, yeah, he nearly got us, Paul. We did bring him up in the end, but he was nearly missed. Cool. Look, Malcolm, I'm almost done. Unless you've got anything else that you want to be adding to this chat, and it's been quite a good one, informative wise.
Yeah, I think covering the development squad, throwing in bits and pieces with the women's, what's going on, all very, very interesting stuff. It's all part of up the cherries in all departments. So keep it going. And if anybody's got any questions, just throw them in the chat all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the best way, and we can actually do it live. Everybody can have their opinions. Brilliant.
Yep.
Interaction is really, really cool.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And perfect for morning stints, right? I'm not sure if everyone in the chat agrees with me, Malcolm. I know that you do, but first thing in the morning, getting all your football talk out of the way before the day starts is it's good. It's nice.
Yeah, I love talking football. Just for those in the chat that don't know, I've got a really good friend over here who's a Dortmund fan, and whenever we meet up, either his place or mine for coffee, that's all we do, talk football. And it's not just Premier League, it's not just Bournemouth, it's not just Dortmund, Bundesliga, it's right across Europe. We look at all the leagues once the seasons get going, look at which clubs have sold, bought in. It's just a very, very big interest that we have. And
yeah.
Obviously, he's got a brilliant sense of humor. Don't let anybody tell you that Germans don't have a sense of humor, because they do. They really do. Yeah, it's great. And first thing in the morning, talking football, can't get any better than that, mate.
Can't get any better than that, mate. Joe Awake is taking its sweet time. Yes, it is. You're absolutely right, Joe.
Yeah.
Sean, bring on Saturday night. Yeah, kudos to that, Sean. Again, gentle reminder, 8:45 p.m. UK time. Please watch the live show. Craig and Matt will be doing a watch along for the Everton versus Bournemouth game on Saturday night. So,
is it being televised anywhere?
I believe so. Yeah, unless that's the reason they're doing the live show so that everyone else can watch it through them. I'm not sure. Bear with me. Good question.
Go for it.
It actually doesn't say.
Okay. Well,
interesting.
I can do a bit of searching later on. That's right. No problem.
Oh, here you go. Sean says, yeah, it's on Sky Sports.
UK.
I'd imagine so, yeah. Well, there's a few Sky Sports channels, isn't there? So
yeah, well, obviously I have Sky Sports Germany, so say no more.
Sky Sports UK.
Thanks, Daniel. Okay.
Yeah. So, guys, do go and watch it. And again, if not, like Malcolm, if you don't have access to it, watch the live watch along show with Craig and Matt.
Will I need some medication?
Yeah. Paul says, good show, Ollie and Malcolm. Thanks. No worries. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for being involved.
Thanks, everybody, for this week.
Yeah. Great show again, Ollie and Malcolm. Guys, really, really appreciate you all being involved, as always. Mir and, it'll be Malcolm and Matt tomorrow morning. And it will be, I believe so.
I thought it was Paul.
Oh, Paul and Matt tomorrow morning. That's correct. And next week it'll be me and Craig on Monday and me and Malcolm back on Tuesday.
No.
Me and you on Monday.
Thank you. I'm on an aeroplane on Tuesday
Me
morning.
and Craig on Tuesday. All these changes in schedules, people going on holiday and all sorts.
It's got to be done, mate.
No, good. I'm excited for you, mate. Guys, once again, thank you for being part of it. Up the cherries in all departments. Malcolm, have a fantastic evening and a great weekend if we don't speak. And I'll catch you again next week.
Thanks for having me on board, Ollie. Great to see you again.
You too. Thanks, guys.
Good that we're nice and punctual.
Cheers, Malcolm.
Have a great day, everyone.
Cheers, guys. Bye for now.
Bye.
TalkSport Fan Network.
The ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search TalkSport Fan Network.
I should be like you, Mel.